Chaz Goodwin here with Newberry head baseball coach Russell Triplett after the Wolves pull off a Saturday sweep of the visiting Carson-Newman Eagles. First game 5-1, second game walk-off 7-3. Coach, let's talk about game one first. Wesley Camp came up big on the mound.
Yeah, he gave us a great start. He settled in, had one little inning, but worked out of a lot of jams. I thought he got tough. We've been trying to minimize the damage in certain innings and limit the runs, and he certainly did that and then got us out of a lot of jams too. I thought he pitched well, had 3 pitches working for strikes, competed, kept him off balance, and was really, really good. We had to get him. I was going to take him out a little bit earlier, and he wouldn't allow me to do that, and when he's been around this long, and I have a lot of trust and faith in him, and he was able to get us out of the 8th, and then we brought in Nations to close it out.
You know, you pitched well, but let's talk about the hitting. 10 hits, that's the 10th time in the last 12 games we've had 10 or more hits.
Yeah, I thought offensively we kind of grinded. I thought, Carson-Newman pitches, and they've got 3 really, really good weekend starters, and we saw that in the second game, but I thought we battled against Yoakum. I thought he pitched well, and we got some timely hits. I thought we executed. The bunt game worked for us a little bit, and then, Bauer got us going in the first inning and kind of let us relax a little bit, let Camp settle in with the solo home run, and, and then the rest of the guys followed suit.
Speaking of that solo home run, number 14 on the year, but the big number, he ties it, the career all-time record at Newberry College, 27 home runs for Albert Bauer now in his career.
I mean, he's as good as it gets. He stepped up for us all day. They didn't really want to pitch to him, and especially after he started out the weekend with a home run there in the first. But, he's just solid, and he's been battling the flu and sick, and he comes out and does his job and competes for us. And I think he gives our guys a lift. I think you'd be crazy not to have confidence in a guy like him, and when he goes, we all go.
Moving on to game 2, not the greatest start in the world. You get down 3-0, but you battle back, you chip away, and then Jeff Snead seals it in the bottom of the 8th, a walk-off win, one of the greatest things we've ever seen in 5 years.
Yeah, and I think, looking back on it, I think the guys have played well in the last couple of weeks, but I think this was as tough a game as we've had over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and these guys really rose to the occasion. It looked bad. I mean, their lefty was really good. I mean, just really had us off balance. I think he struck 9 guys out going through 5 innings, and we didn't look like we had a shot. And the guys continued to battle, got tougher in the box, and I think DJ Martinez had the at-bat of the day. Besides Snead walking off with a home run, he battled and probably fought off 4 or 5 pitches 2-2, and then hit the triple to close it to within 1. And then Snead came up and got a big hit too. So we grinded. I mean, we had 1 hit through 5 or 6 innings, and it looked tough. And then they pulled him, and we were able to get to the bullpen, and some guys took advantage of it. And Bauer let us off in extra innings. He's a guy that you don't want to pitch to, but you got to kind of pitch to him there to lead off the inning, and he was able to take a good swing on it, hit a double in left center field gap, and then Sheridan bunted him over, and they walked some guys in. The Snead came up and was a big-time hit. I mean, I'm proud of him. He's been kind of up and down at the plate this year. Been really good for us defensively, but he certainly earned that walk-off win, and I know the guys were excited, and hopefully we can build some momentum going into tomorrow.
The bats weren't there at the beginning of the game like you talked about, but the bats really changed going through the first half of the ball game. We saw a lot of bad at-bats through maybe the first 4 innings into the 5th inning with Jamie Miller on the mound. He did strike out 9 batters. That was a career high for him, so he threw the ball extremely well. But then all of a sudden in the 6th inning, the bats started to change.
Yeah, and I think that these guys are playing with a lot of confidence right now, and that's one of the first times in a long time I've seen us be down by a lot with really nothing going offensively, and I still felt like these guys believed we were going to come back and win, and they proved that. They got tough and grinded it out and made some things happen, and then we got a little momentum and some guys stepped up. So I think big-time win for our program. Just looking back on the game and how the game played out, tremendous win, a lot of toughness by our guys, and I'm proud of the way they're playing right now.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. 2 big wins today. The Wolves moved to 2nd in the South Atlantic Conference standings, jumping over the Tusculum College Pioneers. They trail only the Catawba College Indians going into tomorrow's final game with the Carson-Newman Eagles. We'll have a 1 o'clock first pitch for you on NewberryWolves.tv. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Chaz Goodwin for Coach Triplett. Good night, everybody.